in this video, the weather is nice and dry, and we're going to keep what we call the 2-second rule. So we're behind this lorry as it is, the yellow lorry in front, and as it gets past the 30 sign, we're going to say only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. That's 2 seconds. So that's a nice distance behind that lorry in case it has to brake suddenly, or we have to stop suddenly. And in dry weather, 2 seconds is the correct distance that we need to leave. In wet weather it needs to be 4 seconds, in snow and ice it needs to be 10 seconds, as will be demonstrated in wet weather in the next video. So we're still behind the lorry, we're going past the sign on the left hand side with a pedestrian and cyclist. Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Nice 2 seconds. And as we come in to stop, we're just leaving a nice distance before we leave the TT position, the tyres and the tarmac. Being able to see the tyres on the tarmac allows us to leave room and space in case of anything that's unfortunate happening behind us. So we're going to leave a little bit more space than we would do behind a car because it's a lorry, so we're just going to give the lorry a little bit more room. In this video we're going to be talking about distances. So obviously today you can see that the weather is quite poor, it's raining, and we've got to keep a 4-second gap behind the car that's in front. So how do we do that? We're going to use the same system as we did for the dry weather, which is a 2-second rule. So we're going to look for a fixed point on the side of the road, and when the car in front goes past that fixed point, we then need to say only a fool breaks the 2-second rule, and that takes 2 seconds to say. So as we're coming down here, we're looking for that fixed point that we can use. So down there on the right hand side is a sign, and the car goes past it. Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. So we're 4 seconds behind the vehicle in front. That gives us enough stopping distance if we have to stop suddenly so that we don't have an accident with the vehicle in front. So again, as he goes past the central reservation, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Only a fool. So we're now 5 seconds behind. That's still a safe distance. We need 4 seconds because it's wet and it can be quite slippery. And with the theory, if you've done the theory as well, you'll know that 2 seconds in dry weather, 4 seconds in wet weather, 10 seconds in snow and ice, obviously due to the stopping distance that we need. We're also going to talk about, when we have to stop in this video, the distance that we need to stop behind a vehicle. And that is, we need to be able to see what they call tyres and tarmac. The TT position, a safe position where that you can see the wheels of the other car on the floor, so that you know that you've got enough space in front of you if something unfortunate was to happen behind. So we're just going to go down to the traffic lights. We've now got a van that's pulled out of the petrol station, so we're going to do the 4-second rule again. So as it goes past the sign next to the bridge, we're going to go only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Dead on 4 seconds, and that's the distance in wet weather that we need to leave. as we're coming up to the set of traffic lights on the roundabout, we're going to come in, we're coming in behind the other vehicles, and the lights have just changed, but we're going to come in and the vehicles in front have stopped, so we're slowing right down. At this point we can still see the tyres on the tarmac. The lights have then changed again, and we're going to use that tyres and tarmac position. So we're going to stop at this point so that we can see the tyres on the tarmac of the car in front. What that allows us to do is, if he breaks down, we can still move around him without having to cause everybody else to reverse back. If somebody was to hit us up the backside, we can then brake and stop before hitting that vehicle in front. Or if we're on an hill and he starts to roll back, we've got time to warn him before he rolls into us. So again, now we're moving, we're just going to start to ease back, and we're going to do that 4-second rule again. So we're going to find a fixed point, which is the bollard in the middle of the road. Only a full brakes the 2-second rule, only a full brakes the 2-second rule. So we've now kept our 4-second gap there, and that allows us to keep that nice safe distance, and if somebody pulls in front, we can then ease off and create a 4-second gap again. So we're coming up to the traffic lights, and we're going to come up, and they're still red, so we're going to give that tyres and tarmac gap again. So that tyres and tarmac gap is just there. Really good, nice distance. The lights have just changed,